Hey Virgos, I'm here with your weekly reading for May 9th through the 16th. I've already pulled your cards. As you see, we had some jumpers. Also, this is a general reading, so not every part of this is going to resonate with you, with your situation completely. So take what does resonate and leave the rest, because that's for someone else. Also, this is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, so you might want to check your other placements and see what's happening in those and kind of get a better idea of what's going on. All right, let's get into it. King of Cups, intuition, skunk spirit, know your worth, rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle, new moon eclipse, expect powerful change, new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. All right, with these two moons right here, I'm kind of feeling this is kind of a new cycle for you. This is kind of a new beginning. This is a chance for a new beginning, a new cycle. I feel like most of you are kind of getting a rein in on your emotions, getting in control of your emotions, all right? Following your intuition. Working on following your intuition. This meditate and contemplate is going to help you get in with your intuition. I'm a Virgo. I don't really like to meditate. I'm also ADD, so I have a really hard time meditating. But when I do it, it does help. I hate it when I get that as my advice because I don't particularly like doing it. Well, it's just difficult. I like doing it. It's just difficult. So, I find journaling works a little bit better, and that, to me, that's kind of a good substitute for the whole meditate and contemplate. So if that works better for you, you know, go figure, a Virgo having a hard time focusing. But yeah, journaling, for those of you that don't like just anything like that. Okay, when I see meditate, I see anything that gives you the same kind of feeling. So for some of you, I feel like that could be drawing or painting or something artsy or creating something, you know. Others, you know, playing music, maybe if you play music, or, you know, whatever it is that kind of puts you in a neutral type of place, that works for me. That's what I do. That's my advice to any of you who don't like to meditate. Unless all of you like to meditate, then just meditate. Okay, I feel like this period of time here is sent here for you to learn your worth. I do feel like these two animal spirit cards are talking to one another, okay? Know your worth. Know that you can overcome any obstacle. All right? You can, I mean, Virgos can be very determined and loyal, which loyalty kind of translates to me sometimes as being determined too, because if you're loyal to something, your dreams, yourself, whatever it is, you're going to do whatever it takes to see it through, all right? And so that loyalty, different word, same kind of outcome as being determined. But this is definitely a fresh start for you, a new beginning here, all right? Things are changing, all right? And I'm getting that they're changing within yourself. All of these cards that I'm seeing are really talking about going back to this card, you know, knowing your worth. You're figuring out your worth. You're realizing how much stronger than you are than you gave yourself credit for. So, which probably translates into this may not have, you may not be going through the easiest time, or you may not have been through the easiest time, because that's normally when we find our strength and we really figure out what we're worth, is, you know, when we're not going through the best of times. So, let's get into your general reading. General reading for Virgos. Did see the Chariot. did see the Chariot. We'll see if it comes out. That was a mess. Star, so definitely feeling a little bit renewed. Getting that renewal, getting that hope, getting that clarity back. Faith. Faith in yourself. All kinds of things come into mind. Alrighty, Virgo. I'm afraid I'm going to have to get a new deck of these. Sorry. I'm next to a busy road, and so I don't know if you heard that, but there's also a red light right there, so I hear the semi-trucks as they stop if their brakes are noisy. So Virgo, May 9th through the 16th. What is their focus, obstacle, advice, and most likely outcome? I say most likely because there's still the element of free will. So if you see something in here you don't like, you can change it. You can take the action into changing it. 3 of Cups. Aquarius just got that in that same position. So if you have Aquarius in your chart, you might want to check it out, but the rest of theirs don't look like this at all. Oh, 9 of Pentacles. Overall, okay, so I do see the 3 of Swords here. So, and it caught my eye, so I feel like I'll talk about it. I don't always. Some of you have been through a heartbreak, all right? You know, not that this is driving everything, but I feel like you might be moving on from it. Because here I see the 9 of Pentacles. This is the card I want to see when it's talking about being on your own, being independent, being happy, being self-sufficient, you know, self-love, treating yourself right, type of thing. Granted, I like to see this side a little bit more because it's a little bit brighter, but when I see this side, it's deep down inside that there's some inner work going on this week, or since it's coming out here, probably has been going on for a few weeks and maybe continuing going on, all right? We do have the 3 of Cups here as your focus. You are giving thanks, giving gratitude for what you have, where you are, how far you've come, how, the good things you have in your life. If you've lost things, you have the 3 of Swords over here that I showed you, talking about the heartbreak and all of that. That's not there, but you still are okay. You're still standing and things are still looking good for you. And so you're thankful for that. They got the Page of Wands. Did they get the Page of Wands there too? Might want to go check out the Aquarius video. They got the same, I think they got the same combination. That doesn't normally happen very often. Okay. Definitely starting to feel a little bit of new fire, new passion brewing, creativity type of stuff. Definitely really wanting to start something new, okay? That might be why you're giving thanks for what you have, because you're trying to show your gratitude because you're wanting to call in something new, okay? Your obstacle is the Knight of the Knight of Pentacles, sorry. And this one, I see it a little bit different than I do other decks, because he's always, kind of stopped in front of some rocks, kind of making something bigger than it seems. A hiccup, he could just walk right over the boulders, but he's going to have those little rocks but no, he's going to have to stop and really contemplate and make a plan to go around them instead of just going around them. Okay, so you're trying to get rid of the burdens. This is your obstacle. You're trying to get rid of all these burdens that you've been carrying around, but it's like every time you do, it's like something comes up and you make a much bigger deal about it than what it is. Does that sound like Virgo at all? Sounds like me, just saying. See the obstacles that kind of get thrown in your way for what they are, and see if they really are an obstacle. I'm not saying everything is not going to be an obstacle. It's just you're kind of at a standstill right now trying to get rid of all these wands, all this, you know, all these burdens. But you can't because you're kind of feeling stuck. Like you can't get past these little bitty rocks. All right? But you can. Go be the rhino. Just plow through them. All right, your advice is the Two of Swords. Make a decision. Be clear about it, okay? Stop sitting in this energy. I feel like you're kind of in this energy. Scared to make a decision is what I'm kind of seeing. Make a decision. Just make a decision and everything will calm. You know, some of these burdens will drop. That might be why you're carrying around these burdens, is because this decision hasn't been made yet. Why is the Two of Swords here? The Four of Pentacles. Make a decision and stick to it. Keep it to yourself, though. You don't have to announce it to the world. You don't have to, you know, go to the tops of the rooftops and scream it and let everybody know that you've made a decision. Just make the decision and kind of keep it to yourself. Because you're going to be starting something new. Okay? You're going to be starting something new. Maybe a new job. Maybe a new business for some of you. This side definitely speaks to business, work type of things, as opposed to this side just kind of being new. But this is also Earth energy, also Virgo energy. So you just might be kind of starting something new for you. All right, the Hierophant could be Taurus, some more Earth energy, but some of you may be going back to school or thinking about it. But you're going to be open to learning, okay? You're going to be open to learning something new, or I'm also kind of getting tradition from this. So you might be starting something new, starting a new tradition. That's interesting. A few different things I'm reading this, but some of you may be starting school, going back to school, learning something new. Did I say that back here? That some of you were thinking about maybe going to school or something? I think I said that. Either way, you're starting something new, or at least putting the work in and getting ready, you know, taking the steps to start something new, whatever it is that you're wanting to do for yourself, because you're doing it for yourself. Yeah, Aquarius was all about Aquarius too. So check your chart if you have Aquarius. Go check their reading out. All right, let's do your love reading. Virgo, in love. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. In love. What you got for my Virgos in love? May 9th through the 16th. Virgo, May 9th through the 16th. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Wedding. The situation involves marriage. That Hierophant does speak of marriage. It just wasn't in the love reading, so I don't always read it that way. But some of you might be starting something new that's going to end in marriage. Let's see what your cards have for you. Let's see what your cards have for you. Look, I'm seeing the star again. Didn't 100% fall out, so I'm not pulling it out. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. In love, May 9th through the 16th. How is it May? I know I keep saying that, but how is it May 9th? I feel like it was just February. All right, May 9th through the 16th for Virgos in love. Recent past, Judgment in reverse, Five of Wands, and the Star in the reverse. It's funny, I did put it back in on the right side up, so it did come out reversed twice. So recently, things were not feeling very fair, all right? There was no conflict. Not really, but really nobody's willing to fight for the situation is what I'm seeing. Because there is no faith. There is no faith left in the situation. Yeah, so... And nobody's willing to fight for it. See your current energy. Seven of Swords came out for Aquarius too. Page of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Swords in the upright, and the High Priestess in the reverse. Current energy. There's no action being taken. There's no motivation. There's no wanting to take action. There's just no passion left. There's no passion left. However, there still may be some mind games being played. Still might have some mind games lingering around. I don't feel like it's your energy. I don't feel like Virgos typically play mind games. Occasionally, I guess, but that's the only one that's upright in that row. In fact, that's the only one that came out upright at all so far. So there may be some mind games going on, or someone's leaving quietly, okay? Someone's planning their exit. Someone planned their exit, and someone left quietly, maybe. So for some of you, I do feel like this is already over. Somebody made their exit. You have the High Priestess in the reverse here as well. So nothing... There's no more secrets, all right? There's no more mystery about the situation because there's nothing really left to save about it anyways. Neither one of you is really willing to fight for it. So some of you don't even trust yourself in this situation anymore. Like, I don't feel like you could go back to it, at least not right this minute, because you don't trust yourself, or you don't trust them, or you don't trust the situation. Either way, you know, you just... I also kind of feel like there may have been some secrets too with this, but not looking good currently. Here's your Three of Pentacles in the reverse, though, coming out here. So I feel like you transformed into the Queen of Swords, okay? I sometimes do see the Queen of Swords as Virgo. Virgo is very analytical. She can be an overthinker type of thing. Not just she, it can be a he. I just see a she there, so I say she. But, so I do get the Virgo vibe from the Queen of Swords, so I feel like this is you. You're coming into your power. You're feeling like yourself again. You are thinking clearly about the situation. You are being very honest, and I feel like you're being very honest with yourself about the situation. Like, you're seeing what it was, okay? I feel like maybe maybe you kind of had on rose-colored glasses is what I was hearing, you know, maybe kind of hearing this energy. But you see it for what it was, all right? You're not trying to control the situation anymore. You've given up control. Someone else, they might be trying to control it, but it's not going to help them. I'm really just feeling like you're not trying to control it anymore. Not trying to control it anymore. Some of you, I feel like you were married. You may still be married, but I feel like it's just might not be, a divorce might not be final, or you're going through this. Like I said, you can change any of this energy, but there's just no working together with this person, okay? There's no teamwork. Nobody's willing to put in the work. Nobody's willing to put in the work. Nobody's willing to fight for it. They weren't able to fight for it. You or them weren't, you know, both of you, it was in the middle of these two. So I feel like neither one of you was willing to fight for it. And, you know, nobody's willing to really work on it right now either. But nobody's trying to control it either. So, I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, I guess. Let's pull some advice. That's a heavy reading, Virgo. You got something new coming in, though. Remember your general spread said that. So, let's pull some advice. Pull some advice cards from a Virgo. I felt like this has been like a weird time for all of the signs. Like the past week or two, it's been like just kind of a weird energy. Like nobody's really focused on work. I mean, nobody's really focused on love right now. They're just doing a lot of inner work. Okay? They're just kind of focusing on their own thing. So, I don't feel like this is just you. I feel like it's kind of in the air. Not just in the cards. I felt it like around me, you know, not just in the cards, but I've seen it in the cards. 9 of Swords, okay? You're still carrying a lot of anxiety about the situation. That's typical Virgo. Stop. You saw the cards. There's really nothing left there, okay? Nothing really left there at all. So stop carrying all this anxiety from it. Okay, you don't need to carry the anxiety anymore. Was it you that had the 10 of Wands that you were trying to get rid of? No, that was Aquarius, I think. Seriously, you need to go check the Aquarius video out. I don't do that all the time, like keep telling, but Aquarius wasn't completely different from yours. Here we have the Queen of Swords coming up again. Again, I feel like this is you. You're getting very level-headed about it. You're being not analytical. Like if it was here, I'd be like, you're being analytical, a little critical of the situation. I feel like you're just kind of seeing it for what it was. All right, you're seeing it for what it is. And that's going to help you release some of this anxiety about it, okay? Don't overthink it though. Don't overthink it. The Lovers in the reverse. Yeah, and did you see how it flipped when it came out? So it was going to come out in the upright, but then it flipped. Oh, but we got the star up. We got the star in the upright, and it was out, and you're reading in the reverse. So there's nothing left here, okay? There's nothing left with this previous situation. The passion's gone. Was a soulmate. It was a soulmate, but we have lots of soulmates. So don't feel like just because it was a soulmate that you're stuck with this person or you've lost your soulmate. You know, you'll find another soulmate. We have more than one here. And some of them are just friends. Some of them are just family members type of thing. The star, you finally get some peace. You finally get some clarity. And really, what I'm feeling here, sorry, I got like some kind of indigestion or something. what I see here is that you get renewal, you get hope, you find hope again. All right, you're finding your faith again. You're moving past all of this negative bullshit that you've been in, you know, with your love reading. You're moving past it, okay? Find your clarity, find your hope again, find your faith, all right? Five of Swords. Let's pull one more before I talk about that, because sometimes I change my mind. The High Priestess. Did she come out in your love reading? I think she did. In the reverse still. So don't create anything new. Don't fight to create anything new with this past situation. All right. I think you know there's nothing left there. This is a week, so things might change next week. Who knows? But there's nothing left in this previous situation for this week. So if you have to fight or defend or anything like that, make sure it's not about this situation. But don't fight. The reason, if this had come up in the reverse, I'd say don't fight, okay? But you may have to. You may have to stand up for yourself. Okay? If it was in the reverse, I'd be like, if they try to draw you in, you just, nope. But what I see here is standing up for your convictions type of thing. Standing up for yourself, okay? But don't try to create anything new. Everything you're doing right now, you need to be fighting for this new faith. You need to be fighting for your faith. Be fighting for your renewal. Not faith like religious, unless that's what you're wanting to. I'm talking about your faith in yourself, because you had in your oracle, know your worth, and basically be determined with the Rhino spirit. I forget exactly what it said. So I feel like this is what it's talking about. Those two cards are talking about this. Don't be afraid to fight and be determined and persevere for this new clarity, hope, faith, whatever it is you want to call it. This is what you need to be focusing on right here. All right, right here. These things, being, using your head, being not strategic or overthinking, but just being logical about things, okay? And because you have something new, like once you can get to this point, I do feel like you will have something new. You have the Ace of Pentacles in your general spread, so something new is coming in, all right? Or there's going to be a new opportunity. So make sure you're open to it, because with this, if you can't get that star in the reverse or in the upright, you're not going to have the faith to see it. You're not going to have taken the leap of faith or have the inner clarity to see the opportunity for what it is. All right. All right, Virgo, that's your reading. I hope you got something out of it, and I will see you next week.